You know, peace, 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 peace. It's me, Fierce Black, once again. You know, the world gives us so much information to the point where it's overwhelming, especially with our programming of being slaves, of just, being told to be worker bees and, you know, just live like that. We can't no longer keep a blind eye to the madness going on.
And when his campaign was targeted by Hillary Clinton. When do you believe the FBI started working hand in glove with the Clinton operation to take you down? Was it early 16, or do you think it started even in 2015?
It started before I won, and it started when they started seeing that I could win, and it's a disgrace, and we caught them. We have them called, and now they have to do something about it. But other documents are going to be released, Maria, which are breathtaking. Yes. Wait till you see what's coming out. Oh, really? Breathtaking.
Is it about Hillary Clinton, or is it about the FBI that's coming out?
It's about everything. It's about everything. Hillary Clinton is crooked Hillary. How do you get rid of your emails after you get a subpoena? She got text messages, emails, etc. How do you do that? It's criminal.
And one of the ways the FBI wanted to stop Donald Trump was to stop his incoming national security advisor, that NSA, was General Michael Flynn. Joining me right now is attorney for General Michael Flynn, former federal prosecutor and the author of the book Conviction Machine, Sidney Powell. Sidney, it's good to see you this morning. Thanks very much for joining us. I want to ask you the same question.
So these people went after Flynn, destroyed his career, his reputation, and now they're getting caught.
What you think about the coup to take down President Trump and how it was a target on your client's back. You have a scenario that you believe took place here. Tell us what you see.
Oh, definitely. They framed General Flynn because he was the cornerstone of the insurance policy to destroy President Trump in the event he was elected. If you'll remember the timeline, of course, we now know that Hillary Clinton approved the transactions on July 26th. Peter Strzok opened Crossfire Hurricane.
So what does it mean that we find out the people in our government were never for us? They were here destroying this place as the best that they can, using communist ideals.
File on July 31st. On August 15, they texted Strzok and Page about McCabe and the insurance policy they discussed in his office. On August 16, the very next day, they opened the file against Flynn. On August 17, the day after that, they sent Agent Pienka into the presidential briefing to spy and collect information on General Flynn, Gage's baseline mannerisms, and all of that, and to collect anything they could about the Russia situation to use later in the event President Trump was elected and Flynn was in the White House.
You know, Sidney, what gets me is that there were a fair amount of people within the FBI, within the DOJ, who said, no, this dossier doesn't look good. This is disinformation. This is not true. We shouldn't be going with it. But their red flags were put aside. I spoke with former acting Director of National Intelligence Rick Grinnell this weekend about that and why certain government officials did not speak up about the efforts to take down Donald Trump. Listen to what he said. He gave a really important explanation. Here it is. Who, in your opinion, was the mastermind? And tell me what was going on here.
We now know that insiders in the government, at the CIA, at DOJ, at FBI, they knew that this was a Russian collusion hoax, and they allowed it to go forward for a variety of reasons. They were convinced that Hillary would win, and they didn't really want to challenge Goliath. They thought that their careers could be benefited if they just shut up. Right now, we have Comey and Brennan and others saying that they didn't know that this was a Russian collusion hoax. Their people knew. And so what we need to figure out is what level are these individuals going to go to jail? Somebody needs to go to jail.
What does the world look like after these people get taken out? The Pope, the Democrats, the Republicans? What does America look like? What do African Americans look like? What does the country look like? These are real important questions.
So, Sydney, what is the state of affairs for your client at this point, General Michael Flynn? And I want you to tell our audience your theory in terms of John Brennan. We now know that Stefan Halper, who is a former spy, has been subpoenaed. And he was getting payouts from the Office of Net Assessments.
Why is CNN not talking about none of this?
The Department of Defense.
Why is it not mainstream? Why is Biden able to run? Why was Hillary able to run at the time? This stuff, this is what people are talking about when they talk about the corruption in the government. It's just being reported now about Osama bin Laden being in Iran. And George Bush, Obama, they all knew.
Pentagon, and this was basically being overseen by John Brennan. Here are the payouts that Stefan Halper got. He was awarded a contract valued at $245,000 in September of 2015. Fast forward to 2016, and we see another huge payout of $411,000. That payout happened a month before the warrant to spy on Carter Page took effect. You have a theory in terms.
So they had nothing. Mueller already said it.
Last night, and your friends just watch mainstream media or just watch what's on Twitter, et cetera, that they're not going to get the truth because the lies are so blatant now, and we've been going over some of those today.
Maybe I'll go over this tomorrow, but it's the fact that we can see clearly that these people are lying to us. If you can't see it, I don't know what to tell you. You should be able to see it.
And knowing our secrets because of Hillary's unsecured server, real quick, we've got 20 seconds.
Well, I think she was out there with classified information. She was giving it to anybody. It was on Anthony Weiner's laptop, and the FBI did nothing about it.
Okay. So Uma Abedin, this is her husband. This is Uma. Oh, they got divorced, right? 2017. This is her husband. His wife. She worked for the Clintons. Is an American political staffer who was vice chair of Hillary Clinton 2016. Was deputy chief of staff to Clinton, who was United States Secretary of State from 2009 to 2013. So, yeah, learn who these people are in order to understand. Over 340,000 emails, some of which were domains associated with Clinton, including StateGov, ClintonFoundation.org, ClintonEmail.com, and HillaryClinton.com. The unknown number of blackmail communications on the laptop, including one or more messages between Abedin and Clinton, indicating the possibility that the laptop contained communications from earlier months. So it's about following along, bro. Follow along, bro. See what's going on, bro. See what's going on, bro. Nine of the 12 people who saw Anthony Weiner's laptop are dead, and they were police. Thank you. This looked like some spam shit. Get out of that. But yeah, man. These people are corrupt. And the fact that people can't see it is hilarious. Hilarious. Let's see. Something. Right.
$675,000 Clinton emails when they got Anthony Weiner's laptop in a search warrant because of all his sex perversion issues. It was all the Clinton emails, the Clinton Foundation, her Secretary of State emails, Huma Abedin's emails. Lots of people emailed Huma as a proxy for Hillary. So one of the things, if I were the president, I'd do is demand the Anthony Weiner laptop and get it to the most trusted person in the military to take apart everything on it and then start using it. There's a lot that can be prosecuted. I have no doubt on that laptop. And first,
so that's the emails, man. You know, that they've been talking about Trump declassifying. Should have been out years ago. Secretary of State use of private server for government emails. I have fully authorized, this is Donald Trump's tweet, I have fully authorized the total declassification of any and all documents returning to the single greatest political crime in American history. I don't know why people like these Democrats. These Democrats don't do shit for nobody. This is real shit. This is real shit. And then they're plotting to take over. This is what this video is about. They're plotting. They do investigative journalism, just like Project Veritas. Yeah, man. Shit getting hot under the collar for these cats. Alright, man. So, that's all I got for today. The coup is still in play.